If you'll see, the next item on the agenda is employee health insurance. And Jim Scott and I met with Steve. Here it passes down. We met with Steve Husted, our agent. He could not be here tonight. Basically, the same plan. Oops. This is the proposed. You have the
Current.
Current. Okay. Do you all have the current?
Mine's current on it. I don't know. That's what I handed you.
These don't say anything on it. This is
2,000, 4,000, 20, 30, 20, 30, 150, 30, 4,000, 8,000.
Okay.
What you need, the current is going to be 48% premium increase. Right, Jim?
Yep.
Okay. So, Steve, we tried to work out something that wouldn't be quite as severe as 48%. And what Steve came up with, and it's really not a great deal of change. It's going to be what, about a third, Jim? About 30%, 33%?
Yeah.
I thought he wrote that down, but I don't have the exact percentage. I swear he wrote that down, but I don't have it.
Here's one of the others.
These were the full packets. He didn't make copies of these, but you had those.
Okay, just pass this around, Butch. This is the current, and if you look over at this right-hand box, it's 48% if we renew the present policy. In meeting with Steve, Jim and I both felt that 48% is excessive.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
How much are we paying per employee for health insurance right now?
Joe,
Is it on there?
Is it on here?
okay.
That's out of pocket maximum.
It looks like $975
975.45.
for a
Todd,
family.
let me say
See that?
this
That's
about
on here.
why that premium went to 48%. Experience was a very large factor. We had a huge claim against one of the individuals that worked for us. Huge. That raised it considerably. Also, there were two other factors. One, general insurance just plain went up. Health insurance.
19%.
And there was
I
a third
understand
factor that I'm not going to mention the reason for that, but it had something to do with politics. Whether it does or doesn't, I don't know. But that's the fact remains. Whether you want to renew at 48% increase or can be pared back to about 33%.
What is the employee giving up on that 33%?
That's what I'm trying to figure out here. Can you make head or tail of that?
Well, it changes the deductible.
Maximum out of pocket changes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's 9,000 versus 8.
yeah, there you go.
Emergency care, 250 versus 150. Office services are $50 instead of 20.
Uh,
I'm sorry, 25. For 50 is non-primary care practitioner. Co-insurance 30% versus 20. Did you look back? Did we do anything on insurance? Did we put a max or a ceiling on that a year or two ago? I thought we talked about that at a meeting.
I don't think we did though.
No. You mean that the city was going to pay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there was nothing.
That's what I thought. We didn't.
But I thought
We discussed it.
for the group we have at present, with new hires, that was going to change. They were not going to have the same insurance.
He
And
did
I
do
think Steve said you can't do that. When he was at the meeting,
You can. I believe.
Because we did it.
Did ya?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I know you didn't do it last year, because it would have been in,
And then we changed it, so it
I
takes
think
4
we discussed
years
it. I think we
for a
discussed
new
it.
employee to get that benefit, that full benefit.
I know you can do it too.
You can do it.
Yeah, brought up at the police time, when they were gonna hire you,
Yeah.
police.
yeah.
There wouldn't be no more family from that
48%.
time on, and a bunch of other things.
Just absolutely grinds me that
48.
these insurance companies, because somebody had a claim, and it was
Yeah.
a significant claim, oh, guess what?
Yeah.
I mean, that's why you have insurance, and so you know, I get so
You
disgusted.
can bet they didn't lose money on the deal.
It's just the way they operate, Todd, whether we like it or not. And none of us like it.
I need to go back to school.
Is there anything besides this? I'd rather see even a higher deductible and have maybe the city take that risk of that higher private insurance. Get into that deductible if we do have a case.
Now, Steve says that the renewal is due in September. Is that correct?
It's soon, yeah. We have to make a decision by middle of August.
We're
By
I
the
think
middle of
you-
August.
Now we have another
Yeah.
agency called Group Services that cuts that down for us.
See, ours is set up, in fact, actually, you know, we're responsible for a share of our family plan with my company. And we're offered 3 or 4 different policies. You can go with the one with the low low deductible, low out of pocket, or you can take the risk and go with the
It's your
higher.
option.
Your option.
I don't think we have that option, do we? We don't have it.
I wasn't there when
Yeah,
you
you weren't
talked,
there.
but
We
we
may,
never have before,
I don't know
I
how
don't think.
feasible it is, but I would suggest, you know Joe Ellerbrock,
Mhm.
you call her and see, get a number for her for a group, or for an agency called Group Services, because they work in conjunction with the county with our Blue Cross. And the county pays for self-insurance, but Group Services manages it.
Okay.
Can we revisit this at the 23rd?
I
Can we
think
have
we
a
need-
special meeting at that time?
Is that
Yeah,
possible?
Yeah.
Well, one other time we went a month over and
Yeah, why don't we do
changed.
that?
And maybe he can show up that time.
Why don't we just have Steve come
Yeah,
in?
he went to Colorado or
We'll just work it
somewhere
in.
Okay.
We'll just work
I
it in.
think you're right, there's something, there's gonna be some wiggle.
I'd like to see some other options.
I agree.
Besides the 33,
I think you should look at some other
48%
options.
increase.
The Group Services that we use works
We give the
really well,
employees so much
Okay.
but
money,
we'd end up paying.
Okay.
and they go out and find their own insurance.
For a small group, unless you're in a group, it's kind of hard to do.
I understand
Especially if
that.
you've got pre-existing conditions.
That has something to do with the
You don't want to
premium raise
jeopardize
too.
anybody that's here.
We don't have a police department. That has something to do with the,
Yes,
We got one
because
less employee.
we lost the youngest employee and the children, even though you think that costs more.
Yeah.
It makes
Yeah.
your premiums go higher.
yeah.
Don't ask me how to
There was
explain it.
experience, a loss of an employee,
And
and there was one
demographics
other one,
or
I can't
something,
remember what it was. Yeah, and let's try to work that in the 23rd. Get
Okay.
Steve up here.
And ask for
I think
more
that's an
options.
excellent idea.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. We'll just keep going here.
Special meeting, I guess we're to discuss that on the 23rd. What time is that?
And we need to set the
It's
time.
6 o'clock at night.
6
o'clock.
6
Has that been set?
Yeah.
Okay.
You very kind
Got
of
it.
deal with
6
that.
o'clock PM.
People too.
The
This is
23rd.
July, that's August, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, tear it off.